Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode. Oh, that didn't look like a great face that Sean just made.
From me? Oh, no.
Kind of went.
Sorry. No. That was me pretending to smile while I was also clicking buttons.
Okay. Well, everyone noticed.
Thank you.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of Slang 101, where we're all very good and professional at being on the Internet 24/7. I am your host and your keeper of monsters for this game, Savvy, and these are my good friends, and we're here to play a game. But before we do that, some quick scheduling announcements, because this next week or two are gonna be funky here on GGK because some of us are gonna be out of town. So this coming weekend we will not have any of our regular games because Sean and I are gonna be out of town, and he runs both of them. So we can't do it without him. So Saturday nights and Pursuit of the Black Kestrel will not be happening this weekend. So just so everyone is aware, it's going to be a quiet couple of weeks because we've also had to shift our All Myths Are True schedule because I got very sick the last couple of weeks. So we'll be back after this, I think, on like the 14th of March. For our regular streams, we're gonna have like a week off there, just so everyone's aware. I'm sure there will be some like video games and everything happening in the meantime, so just keep an eye on our Twitter and our Discord if you're a part of it. If not, join it because it's fun. We talk about a lot of fun stuff. That's all from my end, I think. But very quickly, I'll let these folks go around and tell you who they are and what they're doing and what they've got going on, except I cannot remember what order we go in. GB.
Woo! Graybeard of Graybeard's Tavern. Check out my Twitter for my schedule. Next up for me is Tuesday night. I'll be over on Indoor Adventures channel, and we will be doing the finale of War of the Spark, playing my dear beloved Kronk Gorblast. And, we might be the last time for those characters. So, I mean, you see, LB's got it. Anyway, that's my next up. Other than that, you can catch me Thursdays on Encounter Roleplay at 4 p.m. Playing the Mad Dr. Verrucht, and we're in a mid-season final there. Half the people are bleeding out. There's about to be a ball. A vampire is going to be talking to the queen. It's a nightmare. 4 o'clock, Encounter Roleplay, Thursdays.
Awesome.
I heard ball
Sick.
of vampires, and I got
There's gonna
really,
be a ball of vampires.
like a ball, big like Katamari Damacy ball of vampires.
Rolling,
Yeah.
there's fangs, and it's a nightmare.
It sounds like it. Sid, what you got going on?
I have a cartoon mind that's just going in my head right now, and it's very amusing. Anyway, hi, I'm Christina Sid. I'm gonna compose myself. You can find me on Twitter at Greek Sid. I am really light right now because a lot of things have either gone on hiatus or ended, which is very sad. But I'm here. Hi, you found us. Hello. And on Saturdays, I'm over on Prairie Starters channel. We're in Exandria. We're doing a Tal'Dorei campaign. That's heating up. Lots of stuff going on. There's jewelry. There's lots of things. Come check that out. It's lots of fun. But yeah, otherwise, come find me on Twitter, Discord, and say hi. So, I had fan art that someone found me on Instagram watching the show and did a fan art of Sal. And I was shocked and amazed, and it was wonderful. I don't know who they are. The Faithful Cleric is on Instagram. They tagged me. I don't know how they even found my Instagram. I don't use it, but they tagged me on it, and it made me really happy. So, Faithful Cleric, thank you. That's really cool.
So nice. We'll find that and post a link to it so everybody can see it. That's wonderful.
Just throwing that out there. People are lovely. That was great.
That's wonderful. All right. Yes. Would you like a turn? My dog is very just into what's happening right now. Rob.
You know who else is into what's happening? It's me. Hello. Hi. It's your boy, Bonus Stage Rob on the internet. I do things like this, and on most Thursdays we had to take a week off for PAX, but we're back this week at 7 p.m. Eastern on Runaway Robots channel. That is twitch.tv/Runaway Robot _. I play a hedgehog cleric in the Humblewood setting who's super rad, super chill, super southern, and just an all-around good guy. And yeah, I'm moved. Look at my wallet. Behold my stuff. I'm gonna be streaming on twitch.tv/bonus_stage_Rob real god dang soon. But I don't know when. But yeah, that's what I got going on.
But we're all very excited for it. All right. LB.
Hi, I'm LB Hackemup. I play games a lot. And you can find me at LB Hackemup on Twitter. I just passed 250 followers, which I didn't expect to do. I set a goal for myself because I didn't think I would reach it, but now I have to post a picture of my kittens every day for the next month. So if you're interested in that, go follow me, apparently, because that's what I'm doing. And I'll be posting more from now on. But yeah, I play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and every other Friday and every Sunday. So check my schedule.
Okay. And finally,
Hi.
last but not least, the voice you've all been waiting for.
That's a lot of
Sean,
lead up
what's
for
doing?
me having nothing. Hi, I'm Sean, the Kraken King everywhere. I don't have anything going on for 2 weeks, and as much as I love all my games and all my players, I'm very much looking forward to some time off. But yeah, I don't have anything going on anytime soon. I stream a game on this channel every Saturday called Saturday Night's Thunderball. And every other Sunday, opposite from this, Pursuit of the Black Kestrel mini-series
That's
we're
the
doing.
announcement I needed to make.
What?
That the time for Pursuit of the Black Kestrel is changing.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. So Pursue the Black Kestrel, it's a Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign we do every other Sunday from this. Normally we'd been playing later. We're actually going to move it, so it's going to start at the same time block as this to hopefully keep scheduling kind of consistent and get everybody kind of on the same page. So it'll be every other Sunday, 4 o'clock Eastern time, right here. And we're heading into our 5th episode of it, or 6th. I don't know. We're at the midpoint for it, which is really cool. Looking forward to seeing how this all goes downhill. And downhill like narratively, not like quality wise. You know what I mean. I'm gonna shut up. I'm done.
Oh, you did a Rob just then. Or you gave up at the end.
All great minds give up in the end.
All roads lead to Rob.
I'll Savvy, stop. I'm gonna pee my
Rob?
pants. Savvy has been cracking me up since this call began.
Rob thinks I'm way funnier than I actually am.
You are!
You're amazing. Like they're
freaking
just
hysterical.
zingers all day.
Oh my
Yeah,
All
god.
day.
The snark sharpness is peak. It's rapier wit.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is just my regular voice.
Uh-huh. You've come out the
Okay.
other side of this sickness.
Have I?
Uh-huh. I'm
Or is,
hoping.
or is it a whole new type of
I don't know. I'm different than I was before.
Stop. Stop.
Something has changed within me. It's me putting on the mystery music. Okay. We're actually here to not dick around and play a game. But have you met us? All right, so it's been just a little bit since we played this. Thank you one more time to Sean for running a one-shot in place of this game. Last time we were supposed to play when I was sick and couldn't get out of bed, and you guys for playing in that, the two of you here that did, and to RJ, if you're out there somewhere in the internet, thank you.
Best RJ.
It was awesome and really funny, and it's on our YouTube right now. I did a Valentine's Day one shot, so go watch that. It was hysterical and really interesting and fun. But we're not doing that right now. We're doing the actual plot of this game. So, where last we left off on Slang 101, a new mystery had made itself known in wherever we are, Cedar Grove, Georgia. I almost said the name of the other town that I run a game in. That would have been really confusing for everyone, but that's not this one. Cedar Grove, Georgia. Rex, through some late night scrolling on the, I don't know, the dark web or something like it on some conspiracy websites and such, happened upon video footage and an article about a girl who was definitely supposed to be dead, who was definitely not. Thinking zombies or body snatchers or some other theories that I don't remember you guys coming up with because it was a month ago. You began to investigate. Some of you posed as reporters from the school paper. Some of you barked really loudly to get attention. And some of you climbed up on people's roofs to break into their house and search through the rooms of teenage girls. I'll let the viewers at home guess which ones were which.
When you put it that way, man, like, what the hell?
It was very helpful and great, and you guys
We did tell
gathered-
him to do it too,
Yeah,
to be
you did-
fair. So
did
it's not
tell
like you
Travis
like
to break into
chose
your
to do
house.
this or anything. So
It was very great. But yeah, through some great thieving skills and some fake breakdowns in front of the family, you gathered some information about Blakely Hopper, the 19-year-old OSU student who was supposed to be dead, who you've definitely confirmed but might not be after all. Some investigating happened. You continued to be friends with a very sassy Jin, who at this point I don't think is ever going to leave Cedar Grove.
he's the best of
Um,
us. We must protect him at all costs.
But we ended last time with your good friend Rex receiving a call to meet up with a contact of theirs. Rex, you went to an abandoned sort of warehouse downtown, an area that you're a little bit familiar with at this point, considering you all spent a lot of time there trying to cure a Striga a few weeks ago. And you were subsequently, Rex bonked on the head very hard and kidnapped by said dead, undead, now alive again teenage girl. And that's where we're going to pick back up. So I want to start with Rex. So we talked just very briefly about what had been going on, but you sort of find yourself in the middle of this warehouse, taken hostage by who you assume, she looks the same in the pictures, is Blakely Hopper. She is acting sort of strangely. She doesn't really acknowledge you too much. She knows you're there, and if you sort of try to interact with her, she'll maybe occasionally look over in your direction, but mostly she spends the time kind of pacing around, kind of moving in and out of the warehouse, and muttering to herself.
Can I first and foremost make a connect the dots roll for this mystery? Because I did not.
Oh yeah.
All right. And connect the dots is sharp. Oop, did that? Oh, nope, it never goes through. Always. Okay, 9. 7 to 9, hold 1. Spend your hold during the mystery.
All right, and you use that to ask questions, right?
Yeah, and I'm looking to see if I want to ask the question like right now. Nope. This is definitely not for that. That would be more of an investigate. Okay. So I
So-
will hold that for now.
Great. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
May I investigate or at
may.
least look around and whatnot? So
may.
that
With,
2 is sharp.
One person team right now.
Yep. All right. And another 9. Okay. So those are different questions though.
Yes. So you can. That's the wrong sheet.
There it is.
Yes, for investigates, you can ask one general question. This can be a question from that list that we were using before, or you can make up your own.
I literally want this one right off the list. What sort of creature is it?
Okay, what sort of creature is it? So you at this point have been watching Blakely, I think, do this for a little while at this point. The way that she moves and walks around is really just looks like a sort of mildly agitated person. She's not zombie shambling. She's not anything like that. I think you can tell from up close that her skin is really, really pale. But she, for the most part, seems like an agitated and confused human person. So the zombie theory, probably out. From what you know, I think there's probably 2 stronger possibilities that you're looking at. I think you've sort of spent enough time around like Abby and Wynn to have picked up enough to know either there's a very strong magical component here that has done something to her, brought her back, animated her, something like that. If it is still likely. If it's not, then you're probably dealing with a possession of some sort.
Okay. All right. Also too, just because I really want this as a small scene, do they by chance empty Rex's pockets?
I think. I don't think so.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. And how am I restrained or whatnot?
Right now, I think there is just a kind of hastily tied rope that is kind of cutting right across, like, right kind of where your elbows would lay,
Mhm.
and just kind of pinning your arms down.
Okay. All right. All right. I will think about an escape if you want to go to another scene. And
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, Rex ponders escape. The rest of you at this point have realized that Rex has not returned. What are you doing?
Find someone who can't be traced.
All right. Let's just think of a couple places that Rexy would go, right? And if Rexy's not in those places, then something else happened, right?
I
Where
have no
does
idea where he would go.
yeah, where does Rex go? I don't even know where they live.
Well, they move around a lot. Okay. All right. Oh, they're gonna be so mad. I'm kind of outing a couple of their spots. It's an emergency. All right. Okay. So there's a place in one of the dorms. It's down on the lower floor. They check there sometimes. Someone needs to check there. I'll check my place. Sometimes they go hang out there. And there's another spot. It's real close to the place where you all go for your meetings. It's over there.
All right. Yeah.
Well,
I'll
maybe even the spot for your meetings. That might be a good spot. Maybe we should all just pick a place. We'll pick there, and then we'll come back. And if they're not there, then something else is going on.
You guys in like a club together?
No. It's a support group.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Was that?
It's all right. It's
Sorry.
not. It's not. It's not a secret.
Yeah, let's split up, I guess.
I don't have a car, so I could either take the bus, which might not be really helpful in a search situation, or we might want to stick together.
All right. Come with me. Ride on my bike. We'll hit the spot close to the meeting spot first. We'll go to meet, and then we'll meet
Yeah.
back here.
That sounds good.
So we'll go to this spot. We'll go to the school.
Yeah. Check that spot by the dorms, and then just, I don't know, general look around. Anyone seen him? I don't know.
I have to ask, is it uncommon for him to like just disappear for a while?
I have never called them and had them not answer their phone. If they're not answering, something's up. Either they're laying low because something's going down, or something's wrong.
Okay. All right, we'll look for them there.
Okay. All right, let's hit it and just everyone keep in contact, and we'll just meet back here as soon as we're done.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
This is the most agitated you have
Yeah.
ever seen Sal ever.
We go.
So you split up. Let's follow Travis and Abby. So you are heading to campus. Oh,
Yeah.
oh boy, did I ever say what time it is? Does anyone know what time it is? I'm the literal worst.
Well, this is the same day we did our like interrogation and stuff like that, right? Or was this the next day?
Yeah, no, this is all the same day. I'm gonna
So
it's probably that afternoon. This will work for me. It's 3 p.m. I have no idea. I probably said in the last episode, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's 3 p.m. on whatever day it is. And Travis and Abby, the two of you hop in Travis's new car, which is the same car, just a different color, I think.
Yep.
And
Great.
it's not. The color probably doesn't strike you quite as nicely as the first one did, huh?
There's something about it, man. It's nice, but it's just not the same.
I really,
Travis keeps that to himself.
really, what color was Travis's?
I think his was green and this
Was
is
it green? I
silver.
think it was
Yeah.
green.
Oh, because I was
Green.
gonna say I could totally see Win wanting like that rust orange or lime green, or his car
Something
to
a
be
little
like
loud.
yeah, to be just that touch of look at me.
The sass.
I'm just saying.
So Wynn's not going to look for Rex anymore. He's actually just going to go to the arcade and hang out.
Did you say to the arcade?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going
Oh,
with
yeah,
some
so-
Buffy level
Yeah, yeah.
dated.
You don't want to. Oh, you don't want to go with the Buffy thing and go to that bar that they definitely let high schoolers drink in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
All right. The two of you, Abby and Travis, head to campus.
Yeah.
This afternoon. I think we decided that it was the weekend. Maybe.
Yes, either that or because we went to the house, the family's house.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
And they were
it
there.
would have to be, yeah.
Because the sister is 17, so she would have been in school. Perfect. Yeah, it's like on, I'll say a Saturday afternoon. So yeah, you head over to campus. There are some people around. It's not, not quite as like bustling as it would be on a school day, especially in the early afternoon. But you see sort of groups of people wandering around. This is a big day for it's time for campus tour season almost here to begin. So I think you see a few like tour groups kind of walking around. And yeah, you're headed over to the dorms.
Mhm.
Okay. So you park nearby, hop out, and head over towards the sort of cluster of buildings that you're all a little bit familiar with at this point, having broken into at least one and stolen several pieces of furniture and set off some fire alarms.
Memories.
What would you like to do?
I guess we can try to find the place that she was
Like-
talking about.
The basement, right? I'm remembering this from like probably the first episode where Rex was. Yeah, it's like the basement of one of these buildings, right?
Their hidey hole.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's have you guys roll to investigate.
Mhm.
I'm gonna let the bonus lad do that.
Oh, that's me. Here I go. Let me just make sure I.
And Savvy, if you want any Rex-like details, let me know.
For
'cause
sure.
There'd be some weirdness in all those spots.
I absolutely do.
Okay, I don't have anything for this. That's sharp.
Yes.
Investigate. Yeah. Okay. Bingo, bango. That's a 10.
Okay. So you would normally ask a question. I'm going to assume your question is going to be something along the lines of where is it? Where it is.
How many questions do I get, or just the one?
It can be for a 10 plus. It's either
Oh,
two
is it
general
investigate
questions or one
mystery?
specific. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So you could
oh,
theoretically ask two questions.
General or one specific. I mean, what's the difference between? I guess general would be those, like the old question list thing.
It's it's just kind of up to interpretation.
Okay, I'll stick to the one specific one, I guess. Where is, I'm trying to word this right. Where is the safest non-Rex trapped point of entry?
Yeah, right.
Is there more than one point of entry?
No.
Just the one?
No, just it's basically a boiler room.
Okay.
Is it trapped?
It is not trapped, but there are some things that they would find about the door is not locked, and there's like a popsicle stick over the latch with duct tape, so that the door just slides open and closed. So you can feel like you'd lock it, but unless you checked the lock, if you grab the knob doesn't move like it's locked. But if you pull on it, the door will just open because it's taped over, like I said, with like a popsicle stick.
Got it.
Yeah. So I think you've done this a few times at this point. The two of you are able to kind of slip into one of the dorm buildings that has a sort of bigger basement area. And Travis, you find the only door in the building probably that's not locked.
Okay. Travis looks at Abby and just says, campus security leaves much to be desired around here. I'm not gonna lie. And they just let any asshole walk into this campus. That's
Muted.
weird, right? Am I crazy?
LB, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
I'm sorry. The
You're
thing
making
didn't
some
pop
great
up to
faces.
tell me that it wasn't. I wish she just said, "Are we sure that it's not booby trapped?"
Yeah, fairly sure. I like to think that, I understand Rex. Something really intimate about getting tased in the back, really makes you connect with a person. No, I'm pretty sure it's not booby trapped. I haven't seen anything. However, I will say that we should be on the lookout for both traps and, like, I don't know, conspiracy nut contingency plans, right? Like Rex, I'm sure, has like 6 different if I go missing files
That's
with different
actually
instructions. And I
probably
mean,
true.
he's basically Batman.
You keep saying this like I know what you're talking about, and I still haven't read it. I'm looking to be a doctorate by the time that I'm 22, okay?
Oh, wow, cool. You know, thanks. I know, I get it. I did nothing with my life, kid.
That's not what I'm saying.
I know, I'm messing with you. Come on. Keep
I thought
up.
I was going to be your sugar mama.
We will handle that later.
Did I not use that phrase right?
That is a lot. Let's shelf that one. Let's just take that and
We're definitely gonna handle that later.
we are not. We are not.
As the two of you slide this door open and make your way into what looks to be an old boiler room. Rex, what's in here?
So, Rex existence clue wise, there would be a bunch of the coffee cups that we visit that shop. The cups would be probably stacked like used cups, stacked in a corner, all by themselves, and various stuff from different restaurants. Like napkins and food bags and whatnot, again all neatly tucked away, like so they could be grabbed or burst into flames, like in a metal trash can. And I would assume one of you would notice that on the emergency fire lights, those floodlights that come on when there's an emergency, the battery has been used to power like a GoPro. So the floodlight is there, and hidden underneath the floodlight is a GoPro that is then using the power from the battery. Let's see. Yeah, restaurant bags, the coffee shop bags, maybe like popcorn buckets. And from like the local movie theater, same kind of thing. It's all stacked neatly, but all in a garbage can. And then I guess maybe this would be a place where Rex would hide a server, but you're pretty sure this server is like tucked in behind machinery, and it is ready to just destroy itself, but it hasn't.
Well, at least he's recycling.
Yeah, I feel like he's about
They.
they're about I don't know, like five steps away from your haven.
What is that supposed to mean?
They're getting there. I mean, like, you gotta admire what. Yeah, no.
I thought you were being like the cleanliness.
No.
Anyways,
You run a very tight ship, Abigail.
thank you. So, files, wouldn't they be on his computer?
Yeah,
Or
they could
wouldn't
have them on their computer, and then Travis starts like puts his hand up against the wall and like started listening and just kind of doing one of these like. It's literally looking for secret compartments where Rex would have like a brick you pull out of the wall and has like a burner phone that only Rex knows about. Like he's trying to go full conspiracy nut, like think like
Okay.
Rex. Like what would Rex do? What would they do?
Would Rex have any like paper files or like a manila folder that's like, if I get kidnapped?
No, because all
Yep.
of that Rex would have rigged into computer, so it would just come to your phone. So yeah, so it's actually bad on their part that they don't leave a lot of physical evidence behind. Other than I guess maybe there would be a thing where if you were looking with like a black light, there might be something they might find, but other than that, they're pretty much pick up and go. That's why they have multiple places.
So you're dealing with the computer, kids.
So I guess like hard drives or computer. Yeah, I guess like it. I don't know. I'm just afraid of touching the computer and having it like enter the wrong password 10 times and the hard drive explodes or something. I don't know.
I would like to try and hack into his computer.
Okay.
Travis will continue to knock on the
Okay.
So you basically would have to either like take your phone and rig to it or such, because it's just a server like tucked into the thing. So you have to have a device.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll pull out her phone and she'll probably message Ajax and be like, "Hey, I might need your help real quick with a computer something."
Okay.
But I'm gonna try.
What even is this?
I assuming it's an act under pressure thing because
Probably, yeah. Let's
Okay,
see.
I've read
trying to do
about
something
this
under
sort of
yes,
thing.
under conditions or particular stress.
so I've read about this sort of thing as one of my moves, and it's I get to roll plus sharp instead of plus cool.
Okay, for sure. So yeah, roll to act under pressure, but use sharp.
It didn't go. Oh, there it goes. 8.
Okay. Oh boy. The keeper's worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. Okay. I think you can, with what you've got, since you've read about this sort of thing, I think you can probably get past Rex's like initial layer of security.
Okay.
And see what is there. Anything past that, you can try to press your luck with that. But if it's going to be difficult, you're probably going to have to roll again. And if it goes bad, you're probably going to lose the whole thing. And maybe your phone.
That's okay. Okay. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
Should I roll again?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's another 8.
Okay.
Can I make a roll to have set up a contingency for Abby to be hacking my stuff? Where it would have been like, hey, Abs.
Like, yeah, as soon as my phone clicks in, it's like, welcome, Abigail.
What? Sure.
All right.
That's something with sharp, probably.
All right.
It's like a little cartoon of Rex going.
The partial successes are through the roof right now. All right, 7. Boy, there's just so much going on right here. All right. So yeah, I'll say you probably, Rex, were able to set up something, but it is not necessarily the easiest thing to get into. You probably think it's super easy to find.
Yeah.
I don't know that for Abby it is, but I'm gonna say since you are able to set something up and probably have the forethought to do that, Abby, I think you're able to initially sort of get past, maybe open a couple of doors that you probably shouldn't have been able to, but you right now I think are on a timer and you have a minute or two before this thing kicks you out.
Oh boy. Okay.
And there's like a pop-up video and it's Wizard of Oz and it's them dancing and it's like, follow the yellow brick phone, follow the yellow brick phone. And it just
why are they so creepy?
exactly like a total robot voice saying the phone part. Rex could have picked anything, but he picked that very specific creep factor just to be there.
Okay, I'm going to look for a something about. Okay, she's gonna stop for a second. Like, all right, what would Rex do? What would they do? Contingencies. If I die, if I go like looking for like folder, like searching for folders like that. If I go
Alright.
missing, I'm sure I'm sure they have like all of those.
Okay. Yeah, I think you probably find several sort of
God.
contingency plans that
If I'm
you
drowned.
are kind of sifting through. Yeah, several different ways that Rex thinks they might die.
If
There
I'm
are-
possessed, click here.
Yeah.
Yeah, several for being possessed, several for if they start acting strange, a couple for if you think it might be a doppelganger, for sure. And then I think you reach the kidnapping folder. And you sift through a few, and I think a few of them probably have like very specific circumstances that are like, if I'm kidnapped and this person calls you, then this is what to do.
Mhm,
It's all very
yeah.
odd. And then probably down at the very bottom, there's just a general, if I get kidnapped, contingency plan. Rex, in simple terms, because I don't know how much information you would actually leave, what direction would you point Abby in?
So it would be Rex is never without his phone.
Mhm.
And so it would be like he's always masking his phone,
Mhm.
but this is the yellow brick road to follow, very specific how to track Rex's phone compared to, how you would track anybody else's on the planet's phone.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so you start to kind of put it together,
Mhm.
and essentially you're left with this complicated but maybe doable roadmap.
She just takes a screenshot of her phone, like just in case I don't get this again. Okay. So I have this instructions. We can take it back to the lab. Okay. What do you know any cops? We can have someone trace back their phone calls and see if anyone contacted them. Is this what his mind is like all the time? This is very difficult.
Yeah, slow down, kid, because you will lose your mind. It's
Trav, when she says cops, you would probably think, oh God, no.
No, I mean, Travis does have I can't like click it and share it. Travis does have friends on the force, which a few cops who can be persuaded to look the other way or do you a favor for certain considerations. So mechanically I can act under pressure and do that, but there's a cost, maybe not right now, and I don't know that Rex would be cool with it.
Right.
That's the thing.
Oh yeah, I thought the oh God no was, oh God, Rex wouldn't want cops anywhere near this.
And that's
Yeah.
it. So if
Yeah.
anything, government tries to touch the yellow brick road, that's where then the defense would come in. So it's beautiful that Abby's like, well, we'll just take it to the police. And that's why I'm
No.
saying it. Well, to use the police,
Yeah, yeah.
police. And Trav would probably be like, oh, no, he's a criminal. Rex is a real criminal.
That is up to Travis.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I don't love exposing Rex to anybody. I know we're trying to save them, but I don't know.
You're muted.
I'm not.
Oh, couldn't hear you.
I think we're done here.
I guess. I mean, did we learn anything?
Well, we know how to hack into their phone.
Yeah. All right. Yeah,
Use
I
my
guess
computer
we'll
to do that.
take this back to the lab then.
Okay. Wow, it is hard being in their head.
Yeah. You're better off just I don't know. Having a normal level of paranoia. Don't jump down the rabbit hole too much and stay away from these like true crime podcasts. You'll go crazy.
Okay. We're gonna head back to the Haven.
Okay. So you take the information you have gathered about potentially being able to track Rex's phone, slip out of the dormitory, and head back toward the car. On the way, I'll leave you with, as you go to head back to the Haven, I'll leave you with one last bit. You sort of head out the dorm and back around to one of the main concourses. You walk toward where you parked the car, and you see a like a campus tour group kind of coming your way, and Abby within it. You see two. You kind of do a double take and see two familiar faces among the campus tour group because you were just in their house this morning. Mr. Hopper and 17-year-old Maddox within this group. John Hopper looking fine, like he is out sort of running an errand like any sort of normal person, and Maddox looking like she would rather be anywhere else. They sort of walk past you.
Abby hides behind Travis.
Okay.
What's up?
That's the sister of the girl that was dead but not dead.
Oh shit. Did she see us?
I don't know. I know she didn't see me. I mean, she doesn't. It doesn't matter if she sees you, right? She didn't see you before.
Well, hopefully. All right. What do we do?
Well, I mean, they're probably just here for a tour, right?
Yeah, you want to just hang out here till they pass? Are they coming? You said they're coming this way?
They're walking past, right?
They're sort of walking past you on this like kind of main walkway toward like main campus area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the weather like?
Are you asking me?
Our monster of ceremonies. What is the weather like?
It is a little bit on the chilly side, as we're sort of approaching Christmas break, but not too cold, and it's I don't know, a little overcast.
Travis takes off his jacket, puts it on Abby, pulls the hood up, and just sort of like a doting boyfriend, brother, what have you. It's just, there you go. You know, it's chilly. You're gonna catch a cold like that. This weather, am I right?
She like
One
pulls
of the
hood.
dads is like, "Tell me about it."
Oh man, it's nuts, huh? Anyway, have a good one.
They keep going.
Thanks. This is better than what I had planned.
What the hell did you have planned?
Don't worry about it. Let's just. I don't do well under pressure.
All right. Well, this I think you're starting to I think you might have gotten into the wrong profession there, kid.
I mean, monsters I can handle. It's people I'm not comfortable around.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we go see our monstrous friend?
Sure. We don't need to like follow them, right?
What, the tour group?
The father and sister.
You think they're here for a reason?
Wait, if they're here, that means that they're not at home.
Oh shit. You want to go over?
I think it might be a good idea.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna text the screenshot of the instructions to Sally, and say, Dad and sister of dead girl are here at the school. We're gonna go to their house to see if the dead girl's there, and maybe talk to her? Question mark.
Talk or punch? If punch, I need to be there. Also, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Arrows up at the picture.
Instructions on how to find Rex's phone. I don't actually know what I'm doing with computers. If we need to, can send it to Ajax. We're not going to punch her.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Thumbs up.
Capital letters. Cool.
All right. So you change course and start to head toward the Hopper's house, which you know where it is because you were just there a few hours ago. I'm going to go back to Rex really quickly as this is happening. Is there anything you are trying to accomplish?
Well, Rex would do like since their arms are tied back, they would try to scoot the pockets of their coat to where they could get in a pocket and try to get a hold of the multi-tool
Okay.
that's in there.
Okay. Let's see. She is there. I'm gonna have you roll to act under pressure.
All right. Does my oh no, sneaky's for something else. Okay. Okay, roll under pressure. And that is cool.
Yes.
All right. Woohoo!
Okay. Yeah, so sort of very smoothly when Blakely is not looking, you manage to finagle the multi-tool out of your pocket and into your hand.
All right, and I'm assuming that I'm tied in a way that I can't get to my other hand or whatever. So
Yeah, they're kind of right at your sides.
okay. So instead I'm gonna start kind of trying to take the chair apart.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
because eventually, if it's ropes and not tape or something, then the ropes will get loose. So yeah, Rex will just start undoing, nuts and bolts or screws or whatever to try to make the chair collapse.
Okay. Excellent. Yes, I think as this is happening, you sort of stop and palm the multi-tool a couple of times as Blakely kind of comes back in. And I think you see her like getting a little bit more kind of agitated and irritated as time passes, and she keeps like going to the door and like going to the windows and like looking outside, and eventually she kind of walks outside a couple of times and then walks back in and goes over in the same kind of big room that you're in, goes over to one wall that is near you, sits down with her back to the wall, looks at you and says, "This is taking forever."
What's taking forever?
your friends to come get you. It's taking
Well,
forever.
I mean, just give me my phone. I'll call them.
No.
Had to try. Looks bashful.
You're funny. I'm going to go check on them. Don't move. I'll know. And you see her, she kind of leans back and leans her head against the wall, and her eyes kind of roll back in her head. And then there is this shifting as this blue glow almost like lifts out of her body, and body goes limp. And then it just kind of disappears into the wall behind her.
Does she look like she's out? I mean, the body is just limp.
She looks like she's dead.
All right, then much faster trying to undo the under the chair.
Okay. You are attempting to get out, though instructed not to. Sal and Win, you're going downtown. To where? Tell us about it. What do you do?
So what? We were going to the community center
Another hidey
first.
hole. Yeah.
Yeah. For to see if he might be over there, and then to
Yeah.
Sal's place.
Yes. Rexy, is your hidey hole in the community center or is it nearby the community center?
It would probably be. It would depend. If the community center was a big building, then Rexy would probably be in it. But I would assume it's nearby because we've done the scene before where I hid the motorcycle by the dumpsters,
Yeah.
and then got in, broke into the building, and appeared out of the bathroom. So
Cool. Okay. So yeah, we'll head to that one.
Okay. So you head down there, and Sal, do you like know where this place is?
My imagining is that Sal knows about, like literally knows about those two. And there are probably like 5, 6 innumerous ones of these, but Sal knows those two. So that's
Okay.
where she's going to go.
Okay. So you at least sort of know the general vicinity
Mhm.
of where to go. So you and Win sort of head that way, and into this place that you know that Rex has retreated to in the past. Rex, is this one sort of similar to the one in the dorms, or do you have different stuff here?
this is probably where Rex would like change clothes and stuff. So this is probably somewhere where they would actually, like, there's a shower and and stuff. Even if they had to build, like, say the building's like trashed or whatever, but then they built themselves out of bits and bobs and pieces, like a place to shower.
Okay.
And
So, yeah, like a makeshift shower, and then some maybe a small rack or sort of place where there's a few sets of clothes nearby.
yeah. And Sal, if you're looking in the like the dresser trunk or whatever, you would see like what you know is Rex's not Rex clothes would be there,
Right.
and then multiple sets of the Rex outfit.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess there's some of their job stuff too, so there'd be like aprons and that kind of thing.
Okay. We'll turn to Wen. Just to, like, preserve some of Rex's privacy, because otherwise they're gonna kill me. Do you mind, like, just wait right there?
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, wait here.
All right, just cool. Okay. Don't want to divulge too much for Rexy, so
I understand.
yeah.
I'll just like face the wall and
Sure, that Cool. All right. Just start digging through, looking for same thing, like extra phone,
Okay.
some sort of electronic device, contingencies, a note, anything.
Okay. Yeah, you start to dig through. Let's see. I'm gonna have you roll to investigate. And you see obviously some things that are familiar, some clothes you recognize, several uniforms from several jobs, an apron from a coffee shop, sort of like apron name tag from a couple of local restaurants, that kind of thing.
Cool. 11.
Okay. All
It's
right.
a 12 plus. That's the advanced,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, 12
Okay.
plus. So you have a 10 plus, so that would be a specific question, or you find what you're looking for. Say because you're specifically looking for something that Rex might have left behind in like contingency.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have left anything here?
Yeah, a black light, like a black light flashlight.
So yeah, sort of buried underneath some things that a couple of uniforms from jobs that Rex probably doesn't have anymore that don't get moved. Yeah, you find a black light flashlight.
Okay. Is it very dark in here? Or is it
Yeah, it's probably specifically very Rex Moody.
Win, can you move off the wall for a second?
Yeah. Sorry, I was muted in Discord, or I was muted in Zoom. Yeah, I can move away from the wall. It just like steps back.
Come here. Just come over here.
I follow.
Okay. I'll turn the black light flashlight on and start looking at the walls,
Right,
the ceiling.
You start to shine it around. Rex?
You see there's like like an anarchist painted it, with the spray paint, but let it purposely drip. And it shows up and it says the Raven's Roost. Like huge on the wall.
Would Sal know what that means?
Yeah, no, maybe.
I think so.
Okay.
Well, how
right.
long has it been? How long
Like-
has the Raven's Roost been downtown?
Only a couple of months.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
'Cause
it's
I-
near. There is a shop sort of downtown Sal near the Centurion called the Raven's Roost, that just opened up a couple of months ago with various geeky and nerdy sundries sold within.
Nice. All right, this is good. Gonna pocket the flashlight for later. All right, let's see if they ended up there, or maybe someone knows them. I don't know.
All right. We haven't really. Where could they be? We didn't really talk about that much before we split up, but
I don't know. Rex,
do we think someone took them, or they're just skulking around somewhere?
like I said, there's only two reasons that Rex would not answer a phone. Either they're incapacitated in some way, or they're laying very low because something serious went down. So if it's the first one, well, I mean, we're going to have to retrace some steps and see if we can track them down. If it's the second one, they've got some stuff in place to, let us know if that's what's going on. So I figure we rule that out. If we follow their steps and end up at a dead end, then we know it's the first one.
And did you mention who mentioned last time the amulet? Is that just something that we talked about after? Okay, so we know we can't scry on them
Directly, yeah.
Listen, Sal, I have an idea that might sort of expedite this. I'm just gonna put out a little feeler. I don't know if it's too invasive, but do you want to check there first before we start resulting to magic and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, if they're trying to lay low and something could, I don't know. If they're just laying low for a while, then I don't want to interfere, and I just want to check in and make sure they're all right. So I'd say we've got a good lead. Let's take it, and then
All
we'll
right,
go from there.
I'll follow your lead.
Okay. All right. Let's get out of here.
Okay. So you head off, sort of following Rex's tracks. And as you do, you guys sort of start to make your way to your next stop. When just very briefly, as you sort of walk out onto the street again towards Sally's bike, you just feel this chill. It's pretty still outside right now. Not a lot of breeze, kind of calm before a wonderful winter rainstorm that you'll probably get here in Georgia. But you just feel this sort of chill kind of run up the back of your neck.
I look around. Is there a ghost creeping on me right now?
Hard to say.
I don't think it's a wild guess to think that that's where Wynn's mind goes when something like that happens. There's some sort of spirit or something that's about to fuck me up.
Grandma? No.
God damn it, Grandma. I said not right now.
Not now. Winthrop, you said you were gonna call me. It's just the ghost of your grandma.
Yeah.
No, but you sort of turn around to Sal. I think you see Wynn very quickly and Marley sort of like turn around, looking behind him, and just very briefly, when I think you see sort of near the door of the building where you came out, there's just the hint of like the outline of a person, kind of like in front of one of the walls. And then it kind of sinks back into the wall. You don't see it again.
Sup?
There's someone here.
Monster someone? Police someone?
They just like phased through that wall, so yeah.
Monster? I mean, monster police someone. Wow. You think they've got one of those?
I don't know.
Police that are monsters? Later. Let's get the hell out of here then.
1 second, let me just try something. I'd like to try to use magic
Okay.
to trap a specific person, minion, or monster.
Certainly.
And just focus on the wall where I saw them go in and see if I can pull them out of it.
Okay. Yeah, roll to use magic.
Just sort of like turn like I'm gonna leave, like okay, and then whoop bam, turn back around.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, it's a weird roll. That is a 9.
Okay. Choose an effect and a glitch.
I'll go with immediate unwelcome attention for the glitch.
Okay. Love it. So when you pretend like you're going to leave and then swing around and finger guns at the wall, I don't know what you do. And you both see in this spot on the side of the building, yeah, for both of you, sort of a familiar sight, as very quickly you see this kind of bluish, like white sort of mist being like funneled out of the wall, and then just very briefly this flash as sort of a cube of force. Sally, you've been in one of these. Sort of forms in a spot kind of around the wall, and you see this kind of swirling around inside of it.
Ghost fishing. Nice.
Hey.
That's your opener. Hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to work on that. You need like a nice singy one-liner, man. Like you pull that out and then it's just hey. Like, I mean, come on.
I don't know.
Like even just like a gotcha. I mean, like
Busted. Like Ghostbusters, right?
yeah, we'll workshop it.
All right.
What we got?
You got some mist
Kinda
swirling around inside of
Knock.
box.
I like knock on the box. Hello. I know you're there. I can see you.
As you do this, you can see it kind of swirl around inside the box faster, and then start to, almost as if like it didn't realize you were there, and then kind of stop for a second and like focus in, and then start to take this just the vaguest outline of like a human form.
Can't. Quiet type, huh?
Can we help you?
You don't hear anything, but as this, and there is still kind of this like this mist like fog almost like inside the box, and you see the figure sort of reach out its hand and kind of press up against this like wall where you have it, almost like it's glass. And then in the mist that's kind of there, it starts to write the letters REX.
You know where they are? Or are you the one that took them?
Or are you, Rex?
Or are you Rex? Wait, Rex? Is that you?
It just like very slowly nods.
Fuck.
But you
All right.
asked like 3 questions.
How do we bring back the dead?
Wait,
You
wait,
gotta
wait,
bring
wait.
them back.
Hold on. First question. Are you Rex?
It doesn't move.
Do you know where Rex is?
It sort of nods at you.
Okay. All right. We're good. I'm sort of at a loss here because it doesn't seem like it's going to be able to talk, and I doubt it's going to be able to spell out Rex's location.
All right, like 1 for yes, twice for no. Like,
It
are they
starts
okay?
to like press up against the glass even more, or the like the side of the box, and it's kind of pressing up against it. Looks like glass, but I think you could see it kind of shifting a little bit, like it's trying to press its way out.
Are you the one that took Rex?
There's this nod from inside.
Yeah.
How do fucking ghosts take Rex?
Maybe they possess them? I don't know. Is Rex warded from possession?
I don't think so. At least not yet.
Well, there you go. Well, so I'm at a loss because I just like send this thing back to the great blue yonder, but then we don't have any lead on where Rex is.
It starts to sort of draw in the mist again, like very slowly, and it draws sort of the shape of a circle, and then just this really angry looking little face inside, and then on either side it just draws these like big horns.
That thing just
Yeah,
drawing
I find that
emoji?
very offensive. I'm sorry.
All right.
Not
What
a
about
fucking ghost?
What about this? will you lead us back to where you're taking Rex? And I will warn you, if I let you out of here and you try to do another Houdini like that, we're just going to end up right back where we started.
As you say that, it backs up and sort of takes on this more like mist-like form all the way towards the wall. And then you both hear this loud, just sort of like booming sound as it throws itself forward and like collides with the where the now to you, Sal, I think probably invisible wall is. But when I think just briefly you see just a little bit of light kind of move along it, and just for a second the walls of this box that you've put it in sort of appear and push outwards.
I'd like take a step back. All right, so a little bit more powerful than I was expecting.
Can you do a quick demon trap? Like, keep it here. It can't leave.
That's kind of what I'm doing right now, and it's gonna last maybe another 20 minutes.
Don't you have one of those like Ghostbusters collection things?
No. What would
Really
make
need to
you
work on
think
that
I
for you.
had that?
You mentioned Ghostbusters. I just thought it was a thing.
It's a movie.
Whatever. What do we do then?
I think we let it go, and we tried to follow it back to where it took Rex. That's my best guess right now. Either
Fine.
that or I can send it, banish it.
You see it sort of take this humanoid form again, and then it holds up like where its arm would be, and just kind of starts tapping like where a wrist would be.
Fine. Just get on the bike and we'll chase the stupid thing.
All right. I guess we hop on the bike and then I let it go. Either ready to
Okay.
run or to or to chase it.
Okay. You hop on the bike and you let it go, let the trap sort of fall, and this mist sort of swirls out kind of over the lawn.
Can I do one thing before we lose sight of it? I'd like to jinx it.
Okay.
Which is a thing that I have that I never get to use or never remember to use. I just need to roll weird. Check +1. All right, so that's a 10. So I have 2 hold, and I can spend that hold to like interfere with it and stuff later on if I need to.
Okay. Yeah, so you jinx it as it is sort of coming out of this box, and the fog sort of spreads over the lawn and starts to kind of all swirl together, and then just very quickly right next to you where you're both sort of on the bike getting ready to go, this kind of swirling together like cloud of mist kind of pops up, and then from out of it you see press what looks like almost like a face, but it's got these like jagged kind of pointed teeth and this like twisted all kind of features, and then a few like horns sticking out of its head, and it kind of grins at you. And then the mist all kind of swirls together again like a small tornado and takes off down the road.
Fall on the bike if we can. If we need to ditch the bike, then I'll get wind on my back and fly. Fuck
Okay.
it.
You take off on the bike, following.
I text
Whatever.
Abby and Travis. Just
Okay.
let them know what we're doing.
Okay.
Chasing demon mist. BRB.
You get the text.
Should we follow? Question mark.
Yeet.
Ye. Rex, what does ye mean? Is that an Y-E? Is that short for something?
I'm gonna give you 3 guesses. What YE is short for?
Years ending. You.
It's yes,
Oh.
Abby. it's yes is the word that you're looking for. Can we please?
Yes. Ye.
I think you'll find
Let's
it's ye.
go.
All right, you all. Ye.
You've yeed your last haul.
Yep. Toward somewhere. You don't know where.
Would Sally have recognized the general look of this thing?
Interesting. I don't know how familiar is Sally with different types of hers.
I mean, probably worked with some over the years. Maybe just, I don't know, seen him at demon bars. Is that a thing? I don't know.
That's
Aunt Susan?
definitely a thing. Everybody's family's coming in this time. Let's just roll. Oh, they're both the same. Well, I was gonna say read a bad situation or investigate. So just roll plus sharp.
Okay.
For knowing things.
Nine.
Okay. That would be like a general question. Oh, it's definitely a demon.
Okay.
There are a few types of demons that you're aware of, not many, but a few that have this ability to kind of take on some incorporeal form. You also know that any kind of demon that like this that is lost some of its power or something like that might be kind of forced into some kind of ghostly kind of incorporeal form until it figures out how to get back to full strength. So we all got a demon.
Maybe piece that with girl body. Got it. Okay.
Down in Georgia. So you start to chase it on the bike. Abby and Travis changing route yet again. And sorry guys. And heading toward Owen and Sally and hopefully Rex. But we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break before we get to that. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us so far. Out there on the internets, in the chat, we're having, well, I'm not gonna speak for everyone. I'm having a good time, and I hope the rest of you are, and all of you out there in chat are. But we will be back in just a few minutes after our break to hopefully resolve this latest mystery. We'll see. See you soon. And welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us while we took a quick break, but we're back. And we are going to pick back up where we left off or shortly thereafter. Sally and Win. The music is boring. Let's do a different one. That's fun. All right. So Sally and Win, you take off careening after a fog cloud through town. At first, I think it is not difficult for you to follow, and there are times I think when it will sort of move and kind of go around a corner and then almost slow down, like it's waiting on you, and then take off again, almost like it's playing a game. And you follow it until you find yourselves in a familiar location, because you were just here again a couple of weeks ago on sort of one side of town where there is or was a relatively large industrial district with a lot of warehouses, many of which are now abandoned, one of which a couple weeks ago you had a tiger cage in. So you find yourself here, but I think once you hit this part of town, you start to lose sight of the thing you are following as it kind of weaves in and out of buildings and walls, and you find yourself sort of in the middle of these warehouses. Abby and Travis are on the way.
Driving and waiting for text updates. As
I'm
to
just
where we're
dropping.
actually
I'm just
going?
dropping pins like on every street corner where every time we take like a turn.
I'm just following the pins. I have no idea where the hell they are.
And Abby's just saying, "But yes is short enough. Why do you have to shorten it to ye?"
Abby, one of these days I'm gonna put you through like a normal millennial class, so that I don't have to explain every bit of slang to you. It troubles me that as a 30-something-year-old, I am more in tune than you are.
But yes is already slang for affirmative. I don't understand.
Abby technically a Zoomer.
Is that what they're called? Zoomers?
Yeah, Gen Z.
Is that what I am?
Zoomer?
What age is Gen Z? Someone look.
Someone must look this up. I'm sorry. I must know this now. I'm so distracted.
I don't know.
I'll do the math. But yes,
Okay.
we're on the way.
Okay.
Okay. Abby and Travis sort of following close behind. The four of you eventually arrive in this industrial district of town. While that is happening, shortly after, Rex, you have been disassembling a chair. I don't know how long it takes to do said thing, but probably not super long. I have put chairs together. I've never taken one apart. I don't think. Probably not that long. So I think you are sort of getting into this like in the final stages of sort of removing pieces from the chair and loosening these ropes that are around you. When you see from the wall on which it left this sort of misty form sort of come through and fall down back into the body of Blakely, and it sits there for a minute or so and then starts to almost like shake awake, like she had been sitting there asleep, and sort of slowly starts to get up, and she looks at you.
Try to palm the tool and just look bored.
I can't believe you're still here.
Shrug.
Your friends are coming.
Shrug and then scratch their head. No.
Your friends are
Yeah.
coming. They're slow.
Okay. I told you I could have called them.
This is
So
way
then-
more fun.
Oh. It's about the fun. Gotcha.
They
Okay.
have to work for it. I'll get ready. And she starts to sort of walk around the room. There's some other stuff, just like random sort of things that are left behind, like boxes and just chairs and things like that. And you see her, I think, start to like shove all of these things like against the wall, like she's getting them out of the way. And yeah, moving things around in the room.
Okay. So at this point, like I said, Rex knows that this isn't just a human with magic, though, right? That roll
Yeah.
earlier. So I'm pretty sure it's like a possession or a demon or something, because it's not a zombie. It's not like a ghost inside this girl. It's probably bigger than that. All right. Did they take the mega taser from me?
Yeah, they probably took that one.
Okay.
I think most everything else is sort of left in your pockets. Yeah, near the mega taser has been taken and sort of tossed aside. And they've specifically like taken your hood off so they can see you.
Okay.
That's really it.
Not happy about that, but I can't exactly continue working on the chair while they're there, or I guess as they're shoving stuff around, I'll try.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you've got it most of the way. Let's do an act under pressure.
Okay. And that's a cool again, right?
Mhm.
Cool. At least I'm not negative in it. Partially gain.
Okay.
9.
So let's see. Worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. Okay. A couple more twists and turns quickly, and the chair will come apart, the ropes will come off. You can do it now. You'll be free. She'll probably know. Or you can sort of wait it out and move slowly. The trade-off being once she is sort of done moving these things and doing whatever it is she is doing, the gamble being she is going to be more focused on you and you might not get another shot.
I will probably, at this point, since I don't think there's any way I'll be able to warn my friends, I will hold, waiting for them to engage or her to get distracted by them, and then try to get out and
Okay.
take a dive for the mega taser.
Okay. Seems fair. So the other 4 of you, Wynn, Sally, Travis, Abby, sort of meet up in this industrial section of town.
Anyone else feel like we need to just get like a timeshare and just, I mean, we're just here all the time. Like it'd be an investment at this point, right?
I own that building, the warehouse.
What?
Yeah, I bought it, remember?
Oh, right. Never mind then. Nah, owning's better. All right.
Do we know what we're walking into?
Seemed like some kind of spirit.
It was a demon.
So,
Oh.
Huh.
Well,
do you know them?
Wait.
Didn't recognize him at first glance personally, but
Win, I think that's a little racist. I mean, are you assuming all demons know each other?
You're at. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Anyway, yeah, just certain types, if, you know, they get knocked off and they're just like, they get stuck in this form, so they're less powerful than they would be right now, so that's good.
But why did they take Rex?
I don't know. I'm like really hoping this has nothing to do with, you know, stuff.
I have a question. Sally, if I do an exorcism, is that going to affect you?
I mean, this is me. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not like me inside of like some other poor sap. Like, it's me. So I don't think so.
Okay, I might have something for this. And I'm gonna use the move preparedness.
Okay.
Because I might have something for this. We'll find out. So I'm gonna roll plus sharp. And on a 10 plus, you have it right here and now. I'm gonna have the tools for an exorcism just in my bag.
Okay. That seems prudent to carry around.
Well.
So something is barking from the other room.
Yeah, I hear it.
Don't know what it was.
Abby's just gonna pull out like the Bible, the whatever it is, the scripts and the candles and the incense and stuff. I mean, as long as this doesn't hurt you, we should be fine, right?
You would be really fun at parties if you actually went to them. I'm just throwing it out there.
Keep saying it.
But I don't drink. Anyways, let's just. I'm too young to be around alcohol. We're gonna try and sneak in.
Okay. Great. So so you're trying to sneak in to where?
Oh, right. We're just like in the middle of the place, right?
Yeah.
Well, we know it's a demon. We can search for the demonic spirit, right? Yes.
Sure.
Okay. Maybe use magic to track it.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see.
Got observe another place or time. Travis. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay, do one thing that's beyond the human limitations. Maybe
Yeah.
she's opening her mind to the nonsense in the spectral realm.
There's
Unless
a lot of
Win-
nonsense in there.
Yeah, unless Win would like to do it.
You're
Or
taking
Should
the
I
lead.
like get out of your, like, should I like, I'll go behind you. I'll just go behind you.
Okay.
No, this is your idea. You can take the lead. I'll help if I need to. But
Okay. Abby pulls out a little gem, or it's kind of like a flat gem, and she's going to try and look through it. And she says an incantation, and
I'll give a +1 forward using my jinx because I can interfere with the enemy and give you a +1.
cool. That's an 8.
Is an 8. All right, it works imperfectly. So we know what your effect is. You want to find a demon in the void around you, but also choose a glitch.
It has a problematic side effect.
My instinct is for the problematic side effect to have something to do with the other demon that's in the room with you.
Yeah.
But I feel like Sally always gets shafted when things go wrong.
It's her
with
it's her
magic.
unluck,
okay,
man. She's
okay.
the unlucky one.
How about
She's the child of old Bess, man. Like, it just happens. It's cool. It's
How
cool.
about this? Abby locates the demon and then turns to the group to say, "It's over there," points, looks at Sally, and the light from it blinds her eye for a little bit, like looking in the sun.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to throw, you can certainly throw yourself on that one. We're gonna have you take 1 harm from your own spell.
Ow!
As the demonic presence, while normally not quite as invasive, is pretty close to you, and you've opened your mind quite wide. So Sally is, but just all up in your business.
What I do? I was behind you. What'd I do?
I'm sorry I turned too quickly. It's fine. She's in that building right there.
Okay.
Her eyes just watering.
I'm sorry.
That's not your fault. No, that was my bad. I shouldn't have looked that way.
Okay. I don't know what she just like pats you on the forehead. It's just like sorry.
No, it's
Sorry.
fine. Let's just go save Rex, please.
Okay.
Okay. So you sort of make your way towards the area where this demonic energy that's not Sally was coming from. With Abby's eyes sort of watering, you make your way over. You want to try to go in quietly. All right.
Yes,
Yes, please.
Do some. There's just cats everywhere in here.
There's a
Um,
force around you, Savvy. I don't know.
He's trying to help, I think. Let us do some acting under pressure.
Oh boy.
Anybody and everybody who's trying to get into the building without being seen or heard.
Again, I'm going to be rolling sharp instead of cool because I've
Okay.
seen this. I've read about this.
Yes.
About sleuthing. I don't know, man. That's a 7.
Eight?
6.
Hey, that's 3 partial successes and a fail.
Can one of us aid win?
I mean, I'm excited for the opportunity to fail, but I'm also
Boy, one of you can aid win, but it's gonna take off of what you rolled. I think.
Sorry, bud, you're on your own.
If anybody had rolled a full success, then I think I'd go for that. But okay. The 3 of you that rolled a partial success are moving relatively quietly. I think in the sort of setting sun, using some of the Please don't knock my whole monitor off of my desk. Thank you. Scratch your face on something else. Sorry, it was really about to be a big disaster in here. I know, buddy. Thank you. The 3 of you sort of moving pretty quietly, using the shadows from the setting sun to mask yourselves for the most part. That is Sally, and I just almost said Jesse, and that is your one-shot character. That's not you. Abby and Travis. As you sort of make your way into the warehouse, when sort of bringing up the rear, I think where you are, there is a what kind of equipment? A forklift. How about a forklift? Would probably be at a warehouse, just kind of left on one side, and as you are moving past, there's sort of this large piece of equipment sitting there with just some like crates still on it, kind of sitting off to one side, and in your, I don't know, excitement to save your friend, your nervousness at the situation, you, as you're going up one of the ramps, sort of get tangled up, and you get caught on sort of a loose plank on one of these crates that you've sort of pressed yourself up against to sneak past. And as you pull on it, there is a shifting and just like the scraping of wood and this like tumbling as several of these crates sort of fall off. You go to move out of the way so you don't get crushed, but there's a very, very loud sound. The other three of you, if you move right now away from the scene and leave Win, you can make it inside without being seen. If you go back for him, there might be trouble, but he won't be alone. That's your hard choice.
I mean, she already knows we're here. You follow
Sal,
her.
Sal will just be like, go. And Sal will jump back and try to help Win.
Abby looks at Travis.
You heard the lady. I'm not gonna argue.
We continue to sneak.
Okay, you continue kind of pressing up against one side of the warehouse and trying to make your way into a side door. Sally, you go back for Win, unhooking his, I don't know, belt loop from a stray piece of wood that he got stuck on. Something, I don't know. I was going to say backpack, but you probably didn't bring that with you, huh?
Nah.
No, you sort of unhooking him from inside the warehouse. Rex, you hear this just horrible crunching and crashing sound from outside as a bunch of crates go toppling over, and you see Blakely sort of stop what she's doing and look over toward the door.
Might
do
be
anything?
that. Might be them.
As she sort of goes over to one of the windows and is kind of looking out and down, and Sally, as you are sort of unhooking Win and picking him up, making sure there are no injuries from what has happened, you see in one of the windows near you the face of one Blakely Hopper kind of looking down at you.
Sal just does like a.
She waves.
Sup?
Damn belt loops. I knew I should. Shorts
Yeah,
today.
let's. I just go in.
Oh, I think there's a rip. Damn it.
Oh my god.
We'll track down Rexy and they'll fix it for you. They're real good with the needle. All right,
Like
Just-
brand new.
let's go. You've embarrassed me enough already. Come on, let's go.
What if this is Sally's like really rich and powerful demon cousin, and it's just like you've embarrassed her so much.
You're embarrassing me. Let's go.
So yeah, you see her, and the two of you start to sort of make your way in through one of the main doors of the warehouse. Rex, about this time, you see Blakely sort of looking out the window through one of the side doors. You can see just creaking open very slightly Travis and Abby coming in. Travis and Abby, you see Blakely looking out a window. You see someone tied to a chair. Not a person you recognize.
Abby just like instinctively averts her eyes.
Is that
Yes. Probably. I don't know. Do you know?
your guess is as good as mine? But I imagine that there's not multiple. Well, I hope there's not multiple demon kidnappings in the area. Well, you never know. It's been a crazy few weeks.
Oh, don't look at him. He doesn't want us to look at him. So
I would. How am I supposed to save somebody I can't look at?
just don't look at him in the face.
Rex,
Alright.
you see two of your friends bickering amongst themselves
Trying
right
to
outside the door.
like trying to sneak up on the demon.
We're trying to sneak in the room.
Yeah, they're trying to get in, I think, to get to you.
Okay. And then she's looking out the other way towards
Mhm.
the loud noise.
Yes. Which you can probably assume was one of your other two friends.
Right. Yeah, so I And can I see them, like look at them, or am I just kind of peripherally seeing them?
Travis and Abby, you can see from where
Okay.
you are.
All right. You just see this person suddenly, like, in their hands moving down, like underneath the chair very quickly.
Okay. The chair sort of comes apart underneath you. You kind of catch yourself on your feet, the ropes coming loose, and you dive for the mega taser.
I'm diving for the mega taser.
Okay, let's do an act under pressure as Sally and Wynn go to, I guess, kick in a door.
Sure.
Probably.
I mean, they were just kind of like
I mean,
waving at us.
I think
I
we
was
just were
like-
walking up the stairs
I
like,
was
this
like,
is embarrassing.
Hey, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
This
like
is-
you see us, like.
Was
jokes
that
over.
yours? I'm really sorry. I didn't really mean to break it. I can pay for that if I need to.
It's very pleasantly, greeting a demon,
Oops. All right. So act under pressure is
Plus cool. Yes.
Plus cool. And go.
You guys have done a lot of today.
Whoa.
Ding dang.
Wow.
Double sixes.
Woo!
Nice.
That's what I'm saying forever now. That's a 13. So yeah, the two of you, Abby and Travis, you see this hand just very quickly sort of unscrewing a last bolt. The chair comes apart as this person sort of lands on their feet, rips these ropes off, and just like it's like the coolest thing you guys have. I mean, this is like some transporter shit. Like it's very good. It's just like tumbling, roll, dive as they scoop up what you do recognize as a mega taser.
Whoa, they're so much more
And-
agile without the cloak.
And start to right themselves as you point it towards Blakely. And we'll get to that in just a second as Wynn and Sally, you sort of make your way up to the door of the warehouse, opening it. It's not a quiet process. You're both a little embarrassed. And Wynn, you've got a little bit of a hole in the side of your jeans now, which is just those were from Buckle, so like it's gonna a little expensive to replace, but
No, I think these are. I said shorts, so I think they're like chubbies.
Oh, were you wearing shorts?
Yeah, yeah.
oh no,
Guys out there.
Guys out there,
Yeah.
dude, it's like November. Get a pair of jeans.
Like Win owns a pair of jeans. It's
No,
shorts
he
all
super
year,
doesn't.
and he just double
You're
layers
right.
up top. Yeah,
You're right. Big puffy coat and shorts and flip flops.
yeah.
So yeah, you got
Please,
a hole in
Sperry's.
the. Okay.
With no socks.
Yeah, with no socks.
Well, yeah, they're boat shoes. You don't wear socks with them, Sid.
I would hope not, but I've seen it done and it's horrible.
We're gonna have to revisit that later. Also, put that one on the list. So yeah, you got a hole in the side seam of one of your pairs of chubbies. That's what happens when you wear them to investigate a demon mystery, I guess. You God, what is wrong with me today? You get ready to put on some exciting music. You make your way into the warehouse, and you see the two of you, a scene before you of Blakely sort of coming around toward the door toward you. At the same time, there is this sort of crash of wood behind her as you see Sal, Rex, Wynn. You see a person you do recognize in the form of BB. Diving across the room for Rex's mega taser.
What?
No
What?
Rex, just BB.
Where's Rex?
Does Win say that out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm right here, bro, cocky.
And you see her take a mega taser shot from behind Blakely. Exciting music. Go. Go ahead and roll to kick some ass.
All right. And that is tough.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's a 13 again. So you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. If you roll a 10 plus, you could choose an extra effect from the list.
Okay, I will open said list.
You can take +1 forward or give +1 forward to another hunter. You can inflict +1 harm. You can suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them.
I guess I'll take. I will give +1 forward to Sal. I'll be like, you know what to do, Sal, kind of thing. And by the way, did they see this coming? Basically.
Oh no, I don't think so.
Okay, so then my sneaky applies, and that's like 5 harm.
It is.
Okay.
So yeah, you all sort of see this win with that look on your face, I assume. You see
Win still hasn't put this together.
you see BB, Sally, you see Rex, the rest of you see
There's
just
Rob.
Win.exe.
a person you don't know sort of dive for the Mega Taser and shout, "You know what to do, Sal!" and take a shot. It connects with the back of Blakely, and you can sort of also see the glow coming off of the cables as it hits her. She turns around, sort of smoke, a little bit of like cinders like on the back of the shirt she was wearing from her skin, and you just can kind of smell it. It's disgusting. She turns around and grabs onto the cables, Rex, and yanks on them, either yanking you towards her or yanking the taser out of your hands. Would you let go?
Oh, then I got nothing to fight with. No, I'll go with it.
Okay, just sort of yanking you forward as you sort of face plant, no arms to catch you, hitting the ground. You're gonna take 1 harm from that as she is sort of dragging you now across the floor. Her face, not one of excitement or joy anymore. For sure. Sally and Wynn, you have just come in the door. Travis and Abby, you are as of yet unseen.
I mean, Sally's just gonna go claws out and go for her.
Okay. So y'all see Sally with her demonic claws sort of run toward her. Roll to kick some ass.
All right. So I've got +1 forward from Rexy.
Yes, you have +1 to this roll.
That's a 14.
Okay. Is this a move you advanced?
It sure is.
What do you do on a 12 plus?
Let's take a peek at that, shall we?
It's probably very good.
Yeah. All right. On a 12 plus, I can completely hold the advantage, and all hunters take a +1 forward.
Okay.
I can suffer no harm at all. I'm not worried about it. Attacks inflict double the normal harm, or my attack drives the enemy away in a rout.
Okay. So you inflict harm on each other, and also you pick one of those. Because as this says, you devastate and overawe your enemy.
Excellent. I shall say, let's completely hold the advantage. Everyone gets a +1 forward.
Okay, so everyone else on the next roll that you make, you have a +1.
And she takes 3 harm.
Okay, she takes 3 harm. As Sal, you sort of lunge at her claws out, and just completely just slash open sort of this whole like front of her chest. She doesn't bleed, but there are some very obvious and very large gashes, and as you do this, she does sort of stagger back for a moment, and then as the last claws are sort of leaving her, she reaches up and grabs onto your wrist, and her touch is just like ice cold. I mean, to the point where it hurts. You are going to take 2 harm, ignore armor, as this sort of freezing grasp sort of hangs on to you, and you can almost just feel it like draining whatever life there is sort of out of your arm, and the skin around it sort of starts to turn this like blue color.
Ow. More armor. Shoot. Okay.
Travis and Abby.
I have a question.
Sure.
Are we seeing a male or a female who was tied up? Because
Rex
Okay,
is a girl.
I thought you said that we saw a dude tied up. That's why.
Oh no.
Confused. Okie dokie. Yes. Abby's going to just say, Sally, move, and she's going to blow out a feather and start saying some words, and she is going to attempt to cast magic, and she's going to attempt to cast a devil's trap
Okay.
under this person once Sally GTFOs.
May I GTFO?
You may.
Okay.
May I GTFO? All right, so I'm gonna roll weird.
Yeah, use magic.
+1. 8. What the fuck? Roll 20.
Whoa.
How many 8s have I rolled?
All of them,
Several.
I think.
Several. I rolled 110.
Oh, that that is true. Okay.
It's
So
fine.
yes, you
It's
you
fine.
can cast
Did
the
you
trap.
take your one going forward as well?
I did.
Okay, good.
Mhm. So you can cast the trap, but it has a glitch. What's the glitch?
I will take 1 harm.
Okay. So as yeah, you say Sally move, and as Sally sort of rips her arm away from Blakely's arm, I think there is this like residual energy that is sort of coming off this connection that was very briefly between the two of you as you shout this, and Blakely sort of turns towards you, and you can just feel this like wave of cold. I mean, you've been skiing on vacation before. It's kind of like if you were in Aspen but with no coat.
Reluctantly.
It's very uncomfortable, but it hurts, and you can feel it sort of wash over one side of you, and you take 1 harm from that hitting you. But there is a trap now placed underneath her, that I think she kind of looks down and looks back up at you, Abby, and kind of grins. But as she grins, you can see her teeth are kind of like yellowed and gross. And she kind of nods and is like, smart.
Thanks. Rex, your hood might be over there somewhere.
Yeah, it's okay.
Wait, Rex, are you like
You
a
sure?
are you like a shapeshifter? Is that what's
No, this is
when
me.
you're seeing zebras, my friend. It's just horses.
what?
Demon first, explanation later. Pop, pop, pop. I'll fire again.
Okay. You get ready to fire again. Travis? As of yet, unseen. Win and Sally, you don't know where the fuck Travis is.
The entire time I wanted to try and sneak around, and flank them.
Okay.
Do a rogue because I guess that's the closest thing that I
'Kay.
am.
Catch him flat-footed.
Yeah. Am I gauging by, I mean, the nature of the demon trap and Sally's attacks that we're going for the kill? Like, can I go nuts?
Abby did say exorcism.
Okay.
I
But
think you've
interpret it.
up to your interpretation. You've seen what's happened. I mean, you've seen her be hit in the back with the very same taser that took your ass out, and turn around and grab onto it. You've seen Sally sort of slash her open, and she doesn't bleed.
38 revolver then.
Great.
Travis is
We are in Georgia, everybody.
you know what? Travis
legal.
is
It's
gonna
legal.
Travis is gonna rush in
Okay.
his big knife.
Oh, okay.
No, wait. The revolver's close. No, knife. I'll be good.
What
and
was that laugh?
I'd like to. Do I go for a headshot? Is that laugh?
Damn.
But that's fucked.
But
I'm
with a
gonna
knife?
use the knife. Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm gonna charge him with the knife. Can I invoke what could go wrong whenever I charge into immediate danger without hedging my bets? I hold two.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
charging
exactly
it.
this.
Here I go.
Can
And you
I?
have a +1 forward.
Yeah, I was gonna also ask if I could help Travis with something if I see him coming in, charging at this demon with a
Well,
knife, but I don't know
you
if I
know,
can do something to assist
Let's
him.
see how it goes. 'Cause
Okay.
you can help.
He does
after
have
the
plus
fact.
one.
Yeah,
He
I've
does
got
have a
plus
plus
one. I'm
one.
gonna.
Yeah.
So now you are. Oh. Good
Is this a magic
goodness.
knife? Is my question.
It's
I
a
think it's just
big knife.
Okay.
What
A
is the move that you're
big
using?
knife.
Oh, what could go wrong? Here we go.
Oh, yeah, I'm
hold-
sorry, I
You've got
meant to
a. No,
press
you're
it.
fine. You've got a list of what you can spend the hold on, right?
Yeah, I've got three.
Great.
3 different options.
Great,
So I'm
great.
gonna roll, kick some ass, yeah,
Yeah.
and add that. What was it? +2 or +1 going forward,
Plus,
rather.
yeah, +1 for this roll. So
Okay.
roll +1.
That's a big ol' 8.
It is a big ol' 8.
Okay.
So help will not help. However, for kick some ass, that is just, let's see. Yeah,
That's
you.
a success.
Yeah, so you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. So you're gonna hurt her. She's gonna hurt you.
Sounds good.
Would you like to spend any hold?
I'm going to. I'm gonna add a harm to whatever I do, which with the knife would be 1. So I'm gonna do 2 to her,
2 harm.
and then I'm gonna reduce my harm by 1 that I suffer from this.
Okay. Great. So you add 1 and then spend another to take 1 away from yourself. So Travis, when is there anything you can do to help, or were you just gonna take that
I
good old
was-
help move that's not actually gonna help?
I was gonna actually use magic to try to enchant his blade, but with a idea that I had. But that's
You can try.
I don't know if I have that kind of time.
You can try.
Sure. Well, I
It's,
created.
I mean, you do see him, so I'm gonna say he charges in without hedging his bets. So
I had
he
created
just
a.
starts
What are you
screaming and
doing?
just-
What is
have-
that you're holding? A knife? No.
I have an
That's
open rote that I wanted to potentially commit to. So I think Flint, when flips through the books, one of the books that Davian has got for him, and he begins to utter a few magic words under his breath. And he says or incants a rote entitled Leviathan's Blade, and to enchant. Well, I'm just going to see how this turns out because it just could go really bad.
yeah, go ahead and roll.
That's a 10.
That's a full success. What'd it do?
So what I've written, and you have you can tell me if we need to adjust it. Is you
Oh,
imbue a
can I?
blade with malevolence of the old ones. Blade gains +1 harm, magic, messy, reach, and when he inflicts harm with it, he also heals 1 harm.
Okay.
Well,
For how long?
thank you.
It's just the default like 30 minutes that magic has.
Like the default use magic?
yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Yep. I totally buy that, and it's great. What does it look like when you do this?
Oh man, I think it's like the blade just suddenly
That is
like
spooky.
extends outwards, like so if it's like a big old knife, it suddenly extends out another like doubles the length of it, and just
Travis, you have a
grows.
sword now.
Yeah, essentially, and it just has like these like jagged like spikes kind of jutting out from the sides.
That looks nasty.
Yeah.
What?
There's just a little bit of like, I think, like dark energy kind of dripping off those spikes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Big
Tab's
stab.
not even thinking about it.
So you added a harm. So
That would
3
be
harm
3
total.
harm. Yeah.
Oh, that is a big knife. Yeah, we're in sword
bigger
territory
knife.
now,
Yeah.
fam. So yeah, you sort of charge in, and as you're running, you see the blade sort of extend out, these like spikes coming off of it, sort of dripping with this dark energy, and you can see Wynn, I think, on the other side of her, like having flipped through a book and is just like looking at you like desperately, like.
When's as surprised as you are?
Travis gives him a
Pretty much.
like, oh yeah.
And you sort of drive this jagged blade into the chest of one Blakely Hopper, and it connects, and you sort of hold it there for a second, and you see the her eyes sort of roll back in her head again and go totally white. And she goes limp for a moment and sort of starts to fall to the ground.
Oh shit.
Travis, we were gonna try and figure out what she was doing.
Hit her with the exorcism. I mean, she's probably didn't kill a demon.
Get out of the circle.
Oh shit. Travis, as delicately as possible, pulls this messy blade out of her.
It's
But-
messy. There's no blood, but yeah, the hole that it left is
Oh geez.
it's not good, my dude.
Huh. All right, hit her. Travis backs up.
So Travis sort of pulls the blade out and starts to back up out of the circle. And as he says, hit her, you see Blakely sort of fall to the ground, and lay there for just a moment, just briefly. And then you see this sort of light and like blue energy start to form kind of over her. And then this form, which some of you have seen before, start to shimmer and kind of lift very slowly out of her body.
See, there you go. Didn't kill her.
Now we're back to like charades, though. This one doesn't like to talk very much.
Travis, you just mutilated a corpse.
Whatever I just did to this corpse is not as bad as what this demon has done, okay? And when I had that handled, you didn't have to overcharge my blade.
I mean, it was pretty cool.
It was a precision. I was going for precision.
I
Kids.
didn't. Sorry, I didn't know what that was gonna do. It just looks cool.
When just sort of like, or Travis puts on it like the act that he's mad about it, and then when Abby's not looking, it's like, do that again. That was really
Oh shoot! Sally's gonna run over and try to find Rexy's like mask and hood and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, there are only a couple of things taken from Rex. I think it's all sort of just laying like in a corner, like on what used to be. It's like a rusted out desk probably that was like left behind, just sort of piled up and left over there.
Yeah, she'll bring it over to Rex.
You know what, Sal? I think I'm done.
Like, done?
I think I'm gonna make a deal. I'm gonna
What?
I I'm gonna give him a call. Like, dude, I'm sick of hiding.
Well, okay, we talked about this. Like, if you do that, like, they're gonna take you in, right?
I don't know. If I play my cards right, they might give me a job, kinda.
What is happening?
Hey,
And oh,
I
go
know
ahead.
this is very important, but this isn't gonna last very long. And we kind of want to
Right?
find
Yeah,
out why.
yeah. What do you need, Abs?
We'll deal with it.
Sorry, Rex. I'm sorry. Okay. Hello, demon person. I'm sorry. I don't normally do the talking, but why did you take Rex? And why did you want us to come here?
As you sort of ask these questions, Abby, this form sort of lifts out of Blakely, and I think you can see almost like two spectral feet kind of hitting the ground, and it just kind of walks over towards the edge of the circle, and it's slowly starting to take more of a shape, kind of gain more features. You can see again this large mouth start to form with these jagged teeth and some horns kind of protruding, and you just hear this very soft voice from inside the circle saying, "So you would come get her."
Hey, Win, can you just double check to make sure that we're not in the middle of a trap right now? That'd be great. Thanks.
Sure.
Well, like, we're here. Like, what the fuck do you want?
You fought well. You won't keep me here, but you fought well.
Who are you?
You can call me Hara.
Okay.
Do you know
Alright.
Hackett?
One of you will be next.
Next what? Next how?
But which one?
None of us have been first yet, so I don't really know what you mean by next.
It sort of locks onto you as you start speaking and kind of makes its way walking around the circle.
Yeah, if either of you have a way to ward against possession, maybe do that real quick.
No. I'm
She
not.
likes you best. Maybe it's you.
She who likes who best?
Your friend. Rex.
Oh. What has Rex done to you?
Nothing. And it starts to sort of walk around and kind of stops right in front of Sally. Maybe you. She trusts you.
That should narrow it down because not a lot of people trust me.
They're talking about Rex.
Talking about why are you trying to do things that what did Rex do to you? We'll just like reiterate that question.
Rex, do you know anything about this?
Could it be part of that contract thing with the book and the, where I zapped Trav and took the place, maybe?
Yeah, but that deal was that they wouldn't harm us.
That
Oh.
isn't the same one. Maybe they sent this one. You know, double loopholes and whatnot. I'm guessing. I'm totally guessing.
If you're not going to tell us, I'm just going to send you back to hell. So
Yeah, you want to chat or you just want to go burn? It's up to you.
Rex has done nothing to me. And good luck.
I don't like
What,
when
you
they wish
just
us
get-
luck.
You just get bored and decide to screw with us? Like what?
Does it test? You doing this for a friend? Like,
Just for me.
Getting a lot of non-answers out of this person. I think we should just go ahead and deal with them while we have the chance.
Humans are so simple. You don't know what you have. The friendship, the happiness. I see it.
Well, if you're looking for friends, I mean, you should start by not kidnapping potential friends. I mean, it's sort of like a no-no in the social world up here.
So simple.
No, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, social structures among humans are actually fairly complex. I mean, compared to like, other species on the planet.
Yeah. And Sally hasn't kidnapped us.
Yet.
But-
Just fuck with you.
I would like to spend my connect the dots if possible.
Okay.
And let's see. Is this connected to previous mysteries we have investigated?
On the surface, I'm going to say no. If Rex has concerns about it being related to the contract or anything like that, you don't get that impression.
Okay.
And I think this is something that has its own motivation for being here.
I was also trying to connect it to Sal's mom and the mission where she was supposed to take care of the other spirit and
Mm-hmm.
we didn't. And
Okay.
so that's where Rex's brain was going
Yeah,
to.
I think probably in Rex's mind there's a possibility that this thing, whatever it is, found you through that. The sort of that connection. But your impression is that its motivations for being here are its own.
Cool. Okay. It's got its own thing going on, folks. I pretty sure it's at least the numbers come up that way.
It's
Yeah,
almost
screw
time
it.
for me to go.
Where are you going? Except where we send you.
Good luck.
Rex looks at the magic folk like,
Let's just try it. I mean, can't hurt, right?
What?
Can't it?
Can it? I don't know.
God, when
Why do they keep
goddamn balls? Let's go.
doing this?
I'm gonna
Yeah, just banish this shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to banish a spirit or cause the or court. No, that's not what I want. This would be big magic,
Yeah,
but I've got the stuff for it.
you do have the stuff for it, so you don't have to do that, but I'm gonna say you have to use magic as part of it, and you're gonna need at least, well, this says you will need a lot of people to help. I don't know, maybe one or two other people to actively participate.
Yeah.
I'll help.
Okay.
All right. So I need to use magic.
Yes.
Okay. That is oh god, that's a 5.
I'll help.
I
It
don't-
can be helped.
Help can only
it?
grant a +1.
That also says Jesse Kelly. I don't know
Oh,
if that.
that's just my no.
Oh,
It's
okay.
on my character sheet.
Okay, I just want to make sure
Wait,
because it only has. Don't you have a +1?
I do have a +1,
So
so it's a
If-
6.
if I were to help with this, would it be help or
Mhm.
interfere, or would I also be using magic?
It would be help or interfere. So you have a +1 to that roll?
May I attempt to roll it because it is one of the moves I advanced, and if I crit this, it'll actually benefit us.
You may once we figure out what's going on with LB's
I don't know.
modifiers. But you should have a +1.
I do have a +1 in
Okay.
weird, and it's on my sheet, so I don't know
Oh, okay.
why it's not going
Okay,
through.
so that should be a 6. So in that
Yeah.
case, help or interfere, if you succeed, would turn it into a 7, which would be a partial success. So
Ah, I see.
indeed, yes, you can
Okay.
roll to
It
help
could
or
either
interfere.
get good or better. Let's go. Wait, do I still get the +1 going forward, or was that just for combat?
It was just for the next roll that you made.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Oh,
Do
All right,
we
it's a
have
9.
do we have +1 moving forward through the scene from what I gave? Or was that just for combat?
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
So just a +1 forward is just for
Just for the one roll, the
next
next
roll.
roll.
Oh,
Got it.
Got it. A plus ongoing is going for, which I don't actually. That was a thing in Apocalypse World. I don't
I was
actually
gonna
know if
say,
that's a thing in this game.
I don't know that I've seen it come up yet, but it doesn't.
yeah, so +1 forward would just be like for the very next roll that you make. But you roll a 9.
Yeah, plus
is
plus
good.
1 help.
So
And
do
I
+1.
expose myself.
Of course you do.
I
To
phrasing,
trouble or
Rob,
danger,
phrasing,
everyone.
Rob. Jesus. Christ.
But that will turn the roll that Abby has made into a 7. So, for that, you're using magic. You will have a glitch.
mm-hmm. Has a problematic side effect.
Oh, it's almost like someone else exposed themselves to danger.
Yeah, right.
Hello.
So yeah, you start the banishing. I assuming the exorcism based
Mm-hmm.
banishing, and as you complete the ritual, there is this faint glow from the devil's trap below, and you see the figure, sort of its pointed teeth, kind of twisted face, and these horns kind of protruding from different places on its head, just very briefly kind of snake its way to the side of the circle where the glow is sort of coming up onto its almost incorporeal form, and it looks right at Travis. And just kind of says in its soft voice, "Not the one I expected." But I'll be back. And as the glow settles, you see in a couple places and hear it, because you're standing on this concrete floor, this sort of cracking sound as these cracks form in the concrete, and the devil's trap starts to kind of crack open along its edges, and you can see as Abby finishes this exorcism, this misty form start to almost be like sucked or like siphoned sort of into the ground, like where the trap is. But just for a moment, it stretches itself out, sort of going after you, and takes one hand and just drives it, Travis, sort of directly into your chest. And you feel this like ice cold just kind of overtake you for just a second. And it looks at you and says, "See you soon." Withdraws and then lets itself be sort of sucked the rest of the way into the trap and disappears.
Oh my gosh, Travis, are you okay?
Well, as far as threats go, that was pretty fucking scary. Yeah.
I was just watching and I was scared. That's messed up.
And taser darts hit on the floor and skittered along where it was because Rex fired at that
It's gone.
point.
Rex is gone. It's gone.
Good
It's gone.
good attempt there, friend.
Shrug.
Travis, you don't take any lasting damage, but there is just this cold pit kind of in the center of your chest.
Ugh.
Too much jerky? You got a heartburn?
No, opposite of that. Like you know that feeling when you walk through a cold spot and there's like a wait. Okay, is that real? Now that we deal with actual ghosts, is that really a thing? Are we walking through ghosts when we do that? Sorry, my head is moving like a mile a minute right now. What did they mean?
What do they want with you, Rex?
But they the whole time they just kept talking about bringing, and this is the most words you've ever heard out of Rex.
Yeah.
She's like, the whole time they just said that they wanted you guys to come and find me, and that you were taking too long.
So, but why? Did they ever talk about why they were doing this? Did you make a deal with them?
No, I got nothing. I really. It was all, I was bait.
But they already knew who we were. And we were definitely alone enough. If they wanted to hurt us, they would have. Why would they take you, though? Because you're the literally the hardest person to find.
Demons are dumb?
Hey.
Oh, looks sheepish.
Look, this is a lot that doesn't make any sense. The demon was talking about hurting the person that Rex cared the most about, right? Was I the only one who picked that up?
Something about someone
Yeah.
trusting someone.
Well, they were saying that they were gonna take me or come after me because, and then they said you because Rex trusts you. And wait, so is BB real, or was that just? Are you actually in my class?
And you get socked in the arm like Rex has socked you in the arm a dozen times before. It's like, yeah, it's me, dude. Seriously.
Okay, sorry, I got off topic, but yeah, so I think you're right though. Coming after this has something to do with you, Rex. You pissed off a demon at some point.
Rexy,
Yeah.
what about your folks?
And Rexy's eyes get all watery, and it's like,
I mean, we never really figured out why, right?
yeah, I don't know. Rex just starts to cry, and it's like,
Give Rexy a hug.
all right, it's like I burned that one, Sal.
burned your parents?
No.
and Rexy just totally collapses kind of into Sal, and it's like,
Sensitive subject. Sorry.
Abby, not the time, kid.
I need to understand what's going on.
Listen,
We're all in danger here.
There's a lot of shit going on. There's a lot of emotions running hot. There's a lot of secret identities being revealed here. Let's take a breather. Let's go back to the Haven, and we'll handle this, and we'll talk it out like rational monster hunters that we are. All right?
That was extremely reasonable, Slips. Thank you.
Hey, I'm not just a pretty face.
Rexy laughs, and you hear the unmodulated feminine laugh of Rexy.
GB, since you didn't really get to do it in our first episode, can you tell all your friends what Rex looks like?
Rexy is short, 5'ish, maybe just a little smidge taller than Abby. Waif thin, like super mega thin. It got short-ish hair. One side is shaved, and the other side is a little longer. Piercings, big blue eyes, and that definitely that crazy 1,000-yard stare kind of thing going on. Yeah, and then of course the suit, the Rex uniform that we've had, that you've seen a billion times.
We have great art of Rex that we're going to share. Yay! At the end of this session.
Awesome.
So we're gonna go back to the Haven.
Okay.
When are you riding with us?
Yes. Yeah, I guess so.
Sally and Rex, or
Yeah.
And my bike was actually here, though, right? 'Cause
Yes.
This is where they nabbed me. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So,
Rex
but
has got their bike.
I definitely ride with Sal.
Okay, so Rex and Sal on bikes, kids on bikes.
Kids on
The rest
bikes.
of you hopping into Travis's car. I assume Abby, Travis, and Wynn have an extremely interesting and awkward ride back to the Haven. If there's anything you'd like to talk about, now's the time.
are you okay, Win?
Yeah. Deal with it later.
Attaboy, keep it bottled up. That's healthy.
I think we just have more important stuff right now, right?
That's fair enough. What did you do to my knife? Because that was fucking sick.
Right?
Travis!
Okay, so
Oh my gosh.
You always do that? Like, can we do that?
Yeah,
Can-
yeah.
can-
So you
can that
just
be
have
a
to let-
wombo combo?
yeah. So you just have to let me know and just give me like, I mean, I got off pretty quick there. I didn't know if I'd get off in time.
Yeah, no, that
for the-
was oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll come up with like a code word and everything. It'll be great.
Right.
Abby rolls her eyes and the car drives off and through the shot.
As the final notes of forgiveness for blowing up Travis's car are bestowed
Dude,
upon
get
Wynn.
a bigger knife. Who knew?
You all make your way back to Abby's Haven, and unless there's anything very pressing that you want to do right now before we end, we are going to end our session there.
Other than Rex is riding without a helmet, without a hood, without a mask, just, free.
For the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
is
we still gotta get you a
Alabama's-
helmet, kid, because you're not riding around on my bike without a helmet. But yeah, you do. You.
Well, Rex has a helmet.
I know.
Right there, but is like enjoying the freedom and like snubbing the the helmet law if there is one here in Georgia.
I have
Yeah.
a question.
Yeah.
I just thought of this. For all like references pronouns wise, was Rex they them to protect their identity, or do you identify as they them?
Rex will now be going as she.
Got it. Okay.
Protection
But
of
they,
identity.
they would be fine.
I
But
wasn't
yeah,
sure. Okay.
the whole time they were using they, and they would use he about themselves too to throw things off, and so that's why I never got strange
it.
when you guys called them he. It was like whatever, please screw
Got
it
it.
up.
Cool.
So
Dope.
All right. Most of you look happy. One of you in particular looks a little distressed. I'm sure I'm going to get an earful. But before that, at the end of each session, the keeper will ask the following questions. Did we conclude the current mystery?
No.
Yeah. If the mystery was where is Rex?
Well, like
Is the mystery
we-
dealing
we-
with this creature?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
wait, hang on.
Okay.
What do we do with this girl's body?
Yeah, well, and
Yeah,
now
you guys should just leave a dead body in a
No,
warehouse.
we're gonna cut. We gotta.
cut back.
Without the dead body like there in front of you, you kind of forget the dead body's
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Like out of sight,
So
out of mind.
you get about halfway gone, and then
We all go,
shit.
and then
The
Travis
body.
just from behind the wheel goes, "Oh fuck," and turns the car around. And we'll deal with that at the beginning of the next session.
Cool.
just go rebury it. It'll be fine.
Somebody's got to clean up crew, right?
We've already dug up her
Stressed
grave
right now.
once,
We know where it is.
Oh man.
Yeah. So,
All right, so
someone-
wait, yeah, we definitely didn't conclude the mystery because not
No.
only
No, you d-
the
you did
body
just leave
out and
a-
about, the dad was
very dead
totally
teenager there.
chill with like his daughter being alive.
Well, and the
Very
thing's
true.
still out there, and it's gonna come after Travis now. So
Well, I mean, yeah, I figured that was. I chalked that up to big bad issue down the line,
that's true.
but because we got a lot of those.
you got a few lining up.
That's just
This one I
standard
would say
fare.
is still pretty pressing
okay. Yeah.
based on the family and
Well-
yeah, the dead, super dead, now very sort of stabbed and all cut up teenager that you have. So no, big old no on the first one. Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say so. Did you learn something new and important about the world?
Rex is a girl.
That's the next one.
Yeah,
About
we
the
get that.
world.
I mean,
ice demons.
We
I mean-
know
Yeah,
that
they
demons
learned
have
about
spirit forms.
spirit form demon
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
They're black smoke.
Hmm.
Well, they're
That
not
seems
black
important.
smoke,
And did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
No.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Not
Rex
important.
is a girl.
All right. Yeah. So everybody gets 2 experience.
Woo.
Leveled
Yes
up.
answers.
Leveled up.
Congrats.
Leveled up.
Congrats.
Yeah, GB. I think we have some stuff to nail down
Mm-hmm.
moving forward.
Yep.
And Sean, I have some new art and a good old new name card to send you for Rex.
Oh.
Updated art, which I'm gonna post, and we'll also post on Twitter, because it hasn't made it out there yet. I'm so excited
Yep.
about that. And yeah, a lot of you are sort of into your final improvements at this point, and we're definitely coming up on some people, I think, having the ability to change playbooks or even make new characters, maybe, if you wanted to. That being said, you can keep these characters for as long as you want. You're not tied to improvements, so if you are done but want to keep them, you can keep them. It's the glory of this game. You can kind of just do whatever you want.
Hmm.
Which is
I'm
great. but
taking
yeah,
the protection spell for my haven. FYI.
that seems good.
That seems like a really good idea.
That seems good.
So my haven has the workshop and the oubliette, so that's good. or the panic room. The panic room.
Oh,
So
still cool.
Nice.
We'll get into Rex's Haven, I think, maybe
Wait,
next time.
is Haven a expert move?
Flake,
It's-
get it
yeah.
too. As a later move, you can take a Haven like the expert has.
There's a
Ah.
few playbooks that that
got
have that because
excited.
Win got one too.
Mhm.
So we've got, once Rex, I think you officially sort of introduced them to your space, because you guys, boy howdy, got kind of close to going there, and I super didn't know how you were going to get inside. You super weren't. But I think maybe we can get to that next time.
It would have just been hilarious to have them like talking to the two chuckleheads who actually run the place.
We're in the shop. So we'll get to some of that next time, because I think that'll be really fun. So you guys will have 3 havens.
Yeah, but
Which
I'm
I
saying,
love.
what if I picked a move from the expert's playbook and I picked the Haven and I had
Then you could also have one. And then I guess we have to give
Rob, did
Sally
you
one,
pick
and then just
something-
everyone
did
has
you
one.
pick
Nah,
something
Sal's
useful?
good with her crummy apartment. It's all good.
Did you pick a useful move? No, I just wanted a place.
Listen, we're not calling Sally's apartment a haven, but I mean, there's never been any monsters there, so.
A Haven is where the
Well,
heart
one.
is.
Well,
Abby
yeah,
comes
the
home
one
one
that
day.
lives there, but it's fine.
Travis, why is there a pool in the Haven?
This is my Haven.
Uh,
Just a little like paper sign. Just Travis.
Some ghosts can't travel over water.
No
It's
girls
a protection
allowed.
measure, you know?
all right. But yeah, we'll talk more about improvements as we go along, if anybody's taken anything super interesting. And Rex has got some interesting stuff coming down the pike, and Win's once again got some emotional fallout to deal with next time. This keeps happening to you.
Just some air that
Sally
needs to be
keeps
cleared.
getting hurt, and you keep getting traumatized. and Travis too, I think, sort of gets a great mix of both emotional and physical pain.
Hey, you take it as it comes, and then you eat the pain away with various snacks.
This is how we do it. Okay. Well, we'll be back in 2 weeks. For real this time. I'm gonna try my best not to get sick again.
I might even have lights.
But that would be exciting.
Real lights.
That would be so exciting. So we'll be back 2 weeks from today on. It's March.
Oh,
is March.
fuck.
March
Yeah.
15th.
Boy.
2 days before my birthday.
Oh man. Well, maybe we'll have something exciting and birthday related. That would be fun. I would have to put some forethought into that. And
Don't
as you
worry
guys know,
about it.
but we'll be back definitely with something 2 weeks from today on March 15th at 4 p.m. Eastern time. The next week or so here on GGK is going to be kind of slow because we're going to be traveling and things like that. So none of our regularly scheduled shows this coming weekend. No Saturday nights and no Black Kestrel. But there will be some video games and stuff in between that we will see you that next weekend of March the 14th and 15th for Saturday Night's Thunderball and for Slaying 101. Any last words? Okay. Well, thanks for playing, everybody. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good job saving your friend. Good job,
Thank you,
everybody
thank
all
you.
around monster hunting. And good game. And until next time, good night, Internet.